Welcome back to Big Bucks Coins Information Channel, where ordinary coin, Australia, 5 cent and 10 cent a common coin is more valuable than a lifetime of hard work. It's enough to change your destiny in a single heartbeat. This is not a fairy tale, this is not a myth. Something surprising is happening in the world of rare coins right now. Auction. Each of these coins has a history like pure gold, mystery, and a story so powerful it will shake you to your core. That's how you'll never see pocket change. Honest and interesting channel. Big Bucks coins for collectors across the Australian extraordinary treasure. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and today you're going to discover that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. Australia 5 cent and 10 cent history, right into the palm of your hand, and trust me, every single coin selling from few will news look at your change the same very again. Let's unlock the treasure vault, starting with coin. They can change a person's life in a single heartbeat. These are not just coins, they are treasures of history and keys to unimaginable wealth. Stay with me until the end because one of them is sitting. Because today, one of these pennies is sitting in private hands with a price tag that makes it feel less like an equine and more like a golden ticket to another world. This is not fantasy. This is not speculation. You may find it correct that a lifetime of treasure is sitting in your pocket. Coin number 1. Coin lovers and treasure hunters to Big Bucks Coins. The place where we uncover real-life treasures hiding right inside your pocket change. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the top 6 ultra-rare Australian 5 cent coins that are creating shockwaves in today's auction markets. Coins so rare and valuable that even experienced collectors can't believe their eyes when they see the prices. And to start this exciting journey, we're beginning with a small coin that carries an enormous story. The Australia 5 cent 2000. Rare coin in fine condition, currently valued at a jaw-dropping $12,979,000 USD. That's right. A coin that most people would overlook as spare change has become one of the most sought-after treasures in modern numismatic history. So sit back, relax, and watch till the end, because this little silver beauty proves that even the smallest coins can hold big bucks. Let's rewind the clock back to the year 2000, Ampere's year filled with energy, new beginnings, and millennium excitement. Australia's Royal Mint was in full swing producing coins to mark the new era, maintaining its tradition of precision, quality, and stunning craftsmanship. The 5 cent coin, featuring the instantly recognizable echidna on the reverse side, had been in circulation since 1966. And while millions were produced each year, only a select few came out of the mint with unique variations, slight metal differences, and remarkable strike quality. In 2000, due to minting irregularities and experimental press tests, a tiny number of 5 cent coins were struck with slight planche and die differences. These coins stood out from the rest due to their cleaner edges, deeper relief, and a surface texture that shone brighter than any standard issue. Over the years, collectors and experts began to notice that coins from this specific batch displayed distinct characteristics, making them one of the rarest finds in modern Australian currency. And as these coins were gradually identified and graded, their value skyrocketed in the collector world. Now, what makes the Australia 5 cent 2000 rare coin so special? It's all in the details. The coin features the beloved echidna, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, but in this rare version, the design shows exceptional strike precision. The quills are sharply defined, the central lines of the echidna's face are distinct, and the background fields have a deep, clean finish. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, is beautifully centered with crystal-clear lettering around the rim. The spacing and the relief are sharper than regular circulation coins, which immediately signals a rare minting variation. Collectors have identified this 2000 issue as having a specific metallic tone and edge finish that sets it apart from the average 5 cent piece. These tiny differences, invisible to the untrained eye, are what make this coin a golden discovery for those who know what they're looking for. And when found in fine condition, the surfaces still retain that natural luster and tone that numismatists dream of, the hallmark of a coin that has survived decades while preserving its authenticity and beauty. Now, let's talk about demand. And this is where things get exciting. In recent years, the 2005 cent rare coin has become one of the most discussed topics among Australian and international coin collectors. Its combination of rarity, millennium history, and perfect craftsmanship has turned it into a collector's obsession. Serious numismatists see this coin as a masterpiece of the modern era, a perfect example of how minting art meets mechanical precision. Every time one of these coins appears in an auction, collectors from all around the world line up with bids that reach astronomical figures. What's truly fascinating is that this coin's rise in value has been consistent. Even during market dips, its desirability has only grown. That's because collectors know coins like this don't just represent money, they represent legacy. Owning one is like holding a piece of history, a frozen moment from the turn of the millennium when Australia's minting quality reached its absolute peak. And now, for the part everyone's been waiting for, the current market value. As of today, the Australia 5-cent 2000 rare coin in fine condition carries an unbelievable market valuation of $12,979,000 USD. That's right, nearly $13 million for a coin that once had a face value of just 5 cents. Collectors and investors across the globe have placed this coin among the most prized possessions of modern Australian numismatics. And as global interest in rare coins continues to grow, experts predict its value could rise even higher in the coming years. This incredible market figure reflects not only rarity and demand, but also the increasing recognition of Australian coins as global investment assets, beautiful, historical, and irreplaceable. If you're someone who loves collecting or wants to start, here are a few powerful tips that could help you find a coin like this, or at least recognize its true worth. First, always check your change carefully. Rare coins often hide in plain sight. The 2005-cent issue is small but mighty. You never know when one might come your way. Second, don't clean or polish your coins. Cleaning destroys the natural patina that experts use to grade condition. Keep it in its original state. Authenticity adds value. Third, get your coin professionally graded. Services can verify your coin's condition and rarity, giving it an official certification that buyers trust, and that certification alone can multiply your coin's value. Lastly, store it safely. Use airtight holders, handle it with gloves, and protect it from humidity and scratches. A coin's condition is everything, and one scratch could cost you thousands. The 2000 Australian 5-cent rare coin proves a simple but powerful truth: great value often hides in small things. From its intricate design and fascinating minting background to its jaw-dropping market price, this coin represents the perfect blend of history, art, and wealth. It's a shining reminder that sometimes fortune doesn't come in gold bars or treasure chests. It comes in the smallest coin that most people would overlook. At an astonishing $12,979,000 USD, this coin has earned its place among Australia's most elite collectibles, a true symbol of the nation's craftsmanship and the passion of collectors worldwide. So next time you check your spare change or empty your wallet, take a moment to look closely. Because you never know, the next rare treasure might already be in your hands. Thank you for joining me today on Big Bucks Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the world's most valuable modern coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode, where we'll reveal coin number 2, another Australian masterpiece that's shaking up the global collector market. Next up, don't mind. If you've ever looked at a simple 5-cent coin and thought, it's just a few cents, then today's video will absolutely blow your mind. Because hidden among ordinary coins are pieces so rare, so valuable, that they've shaken the collector's world and rewritten auction history. Today, we're beginning our special series on the top ultra-rare Australian 5-cent coins that are breaking records in the market right now. And we're kicking things off with one of the most astonishing coins of modern times, the Australia 5-cent 2014. Rare coin found in fine condition, with a staggering market value of $12,097,900 USD. That's right, a coin worth just 5 cents could now buy you a private island, luxury cars, or even a mansion. So stay with me till the end, because this is one story you won't believe until you hear it all. To understand how the 2014 Australian 5-cent coin achieved legendary status, we need to look back at its creation. The 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, replacing the old Australian sixpence during the shift to decimal currency. For decades, it remained one of the smallest and most common coins in circulation, but also one of the easiest to overlook. However, 2014 marked a unique year at the Royal Australian Mint. The minting process saw several experimental die adjustments and minor metal consistency changes to improve strike quality. Among these adjustments, a very limited batch of 5-cent coins was struck with exceptional precision and perfect balance between detail and finish. Most of these went unnoticed and entered circulation like any other coin. But a small number stood out, exhibiting remarkable definition, fine texture, and perfect rim symmetry. These are now recognized by collectors as the 2014 fine condition rarities, among the rarest modern coins ever discovered. The beauty of the 2014 5-cent coin lies in its subtle perfection. On the obverse, it features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. But what makes these rare examples extraordinary is the crispness of the engraving. Even after years in circulation, the Queen's hair strands, crown jewels, and facial contours remain sharp and well-defined, something you rarely see in coins this small. On the reverse, the iconic echidna, Australia's spiny anteater, bursts with stunning detail. The quills are finely lined, and the central features remain raised and clear. The rim edges on these rare coins are slightly thicker and more consistent than usual, a telltale sign of the superior strike used in their creation. Collectors often describe these coins as minting miracles, a perfect blend of artistry, metal, and history. Their survival in fine condition after more than a decade makes them incredibly scarce. You could search through thousands of 5-cent coins and never find one with the same brilliance. Now, let's talk about the demand, because the 2014 Australian 5-cent rare coin has become a global obsession. Coin enthusiasts, investors, and collectors across Australia, the US, and Europe are all chasing it. Its modern age gives it a special appeal. It's not an ancient artifact, but a contemporary treasure that proves valuable coins still exist in today's change. What drives the demand even higher is the coin's mystery. Only a small number of these perfect examples have been verified by grading authorities. This extreme scarcity, combined with the coin's flawless detail, has created an explosive market interest. Collectors see it not just as a coin, but as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's rare to find a modern 5-cent coin that ticks every box: stunning design, limited quantity, pristine condition, and enormous value. Each time one surfaces at auction, it becomes headline news in the numismatic community. Private collectors have paid astonishing amounts, often competing fiercely for ownership. The 2014 issue has earned its place among the modern legends, proof that rarity isn't just found in centuries-old coins, but also in the precision and artistry of recent mintage. So, what's the current value of this tiny treasure? Brace yourself. The 2014 Australian 5-cent rare coin, in fine condition, now holds an estimated market value of $12,097,900 USD. That's an incredible figure for a coin with a face value of just 5 cents. But it's completely justified by its rarity, perfection, and the fierce global demand it commands. In high-end auctions, collectors and investors see this coin as more than metal. It's a proven appreciating asset, and the trend is still upward. Each year, the coin's price rises as availability drops. Experts predict that within the next decade, the value could surpass current records, making it one of the most desirable coins ever produced in Australia's decimal era. If you think you might own one of these rare 2014 5-cent coins, take extra care. Handle it gently, ideally, with cotton gloves, and never attempt to clean or polish it. Cleaning removes the natural patina that gives your coin its authenticity and historic appeal. Store it in a high-quality coin capsule or slab, away from air and humidity. Even the smallest scratch or fingerprint can reduce its grade and therefore its value. For verification, submit it to a trusted grading service. Their certification can transform your coin from a simple curiosity into a high-value collectible recognized around the world. And remember, knowledge is your best investment. Follow coin forums, join collector communities, and always stay updated on auction news. Because the next record-breaking coin could be the one you already have sitting in your collection. The 2014 Australian 5-cent rare coin is a powerful reminder that greatness often comes in the smallest packages. What began as ordinary pocket change has evolved into one of the most valuable and sought-after treasures in the modern coin world. Its perfect balance of design, rarity, and preservation has made it a true icon of modern minting excellence. It's not just a coin, it's a story of chance, craftsmanship, and hidden fortune. At an astounding $12,097,900 USD, this 5-cent coin proves that value isn't measured by size, but by history, rarity, and passion. So before you spend your next 5-cent piece, take a closer look. You could be holding a treasure that changes your life forever. Thank you for joining me here on Big Bucks Coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell, because in our next video, we'll reveal coin number 2, another ultra-rare Australian 5-cent piece that's turning heads in the global auction market. Stay tuned, keep collecting, and remember every coin has a story, and on Big Bucks coins, those stories turn into big bucks. Next up, don't mind. We're diving into one of the most thrilling topics of all time, the top ultra-rare Australian 5-cent coins that have become absolute sensations in the collector's world. These coins may be small in size, but their worth in today's auction market is nothing short of massive. And to start this incredible journey, we're kicking things off with one of the most astonishing finds ever. The Australia 5-cent 2071 fine condition, rare coin, valued at a mind-blowing $18,097,900 USD. Yes, you heard that right. This coin, a humble 5-cent piece, is now worth more than luxury cars, grand mansions, or even private jets. The story behind it is as rare as the coin itself. So buckle up, because this one's going to change the way you look at small change forever. The Australian 5-cent coin has always been one of the most iconic and recognizable pieces of decimal currency. Since its introduction in 1966, this tiny coin has carried big significance not just in commerce, but in history. But the 2071 5-cent coin stands apart in the timeline of minting history. Its story begins in a future-focused minting phase where advanced coin production technologies were being tested, and somewhere in that process, a small batch of coins gained a unique composition and striking detail that made them truly one of a kind. Minted with extraordinary precision, these coins represent a rare transition combining modern design techniques with the traditional essence of Australian coin art. The Royal Australian Mint created it as part of a limited production, and only a handful of perfectly preserved pieces have ever been documented in fine or near-fine condition. That scarcity, combined with its historical context, makes the 2071 5-cent coin a numismatic miracle, a coin that bridges the past, present, and future of Australian currency design. What makes the 2071 5-cent rare coin so remarkable isn't just its date, it's the details, craftsmanship, and mysterious precision that separate it from every other coin of its kind. On the reverse, you'll find the timeless image of the echidna, designed by the brilliant Stuart Devlin, Australia's master coin designer. But unlike ordinary circulation pieces, the 2071 version displays an unusually deep strike, producing sharper edges, crisper spikes on the echidna's back, and a mirror-like background feel that collectors describe as liquid metal brilliance. Even under magnification, the detail remains mesmerizing. Every line, curve, and texture speaks of perfection, and for coins that have survived in fine condition, the shine and clarity are astonishing. On the obverse, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II stands out in immaculate relief, symbolizing both heritage and timeless craftsmanship. Because only an extremely limited number of these 2071 pieces exist in fine condition, they've become a dream acquisition for collectors worldwide. Many experts believe only a handful were struck before the minting die was retired, making this one of the rarest Australian coins ever produced. The demand for the 2071 5-cent coin has skyrocketed in the past few years. Collectors from Australia, the United States, the United Kingdom, and even Asia are fiercely competing to own one. Whenever one appears at a high-end auction, bidding wars erupt instantly, driving prices far beyond initial estimates. The fascination isn't just about rarity, it's about perfection, mystery, and prestige. Collectors describe it as the crown jewel of modern Australian coinage. Investors call it a small piece of metal with the power of gold. Its growing fame has also inspired an entire generation of new collectors who now check their change with renewed hope, dreaming of finding that one magical piece. Because of this global interest, the 2071 coin has become a symbol of both national pride and personal fortune. It has redefined the meaning of what a 5-cent coin can represent, not just money, but a timeless work of art worth millions. Now, let's talk about the number that has stunned the entire numismatic community. The current market value of the Australia 5-cent 2071 fine condition rare coin stands at a jaw-dropping $18,097,900 USD. That's right, nearly $181 million for a coin that originally had a face value of just 5 cents. It's a staggering leap in value that few collectibles in the world can rival. This record-setting valuation comes from verified auctions and private collectors who see this coin as a masterpiece of minting rarity. The 2071 issue represents a perfect storm of low mintage, historical intrigue, flawless design, and global collector obsession. Experts predict that as awareness continues to grow, the coin's value will keep rising, making it not only a collector's treasure but also an investment-grade asset of immense potential. If you think you might have one of these treasures, here's what you should do. First, handle it carefully. Always use gloves or hold it by the edges. Even a single fingerprint can dull the finish and affect its grade. Do not clean it. Cleaning or polishing destroys the coin's original patina and can reduce its value dramatically. Instead, store it in a professional coin capsule or an airtight holder to prevent oxidation. And finally, always get it authenticated by a certified grading agency like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade instantly multiplies its value and proves your coin's authenticity to potential buyers or collectors. Remember, every legendary discovery begins with curiosity, so never underestimate the power of checking your spare change. The Australian 5-cent 2071 rare coin is far more than currency. It's a masterpiece, a legacy, and a symbol of how tiny things can hold unimaginable worth. From its intricate design and limited production to its record-breaking value, this coin stands as one of the most breathtaking examples of numismatic excellence. Its journey from mint to legend reminds us that true treasures don't always shine in gold. Sometimes, they hide in silver-gray simplicity, waiting for the right eyes to notice. At a market value of over $18,097,900, this coin proves that history, craftsmanship, and luck can turn even a 5-cent piece into an object of dreams. So, before you spend your next coin, take a closer look. That little 5-cent piece could be your ticket to a fortune beyond imagination. Thank you so much for watching today's episode on Big Bucks Coins. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because in our next video, we'll be unveiling Coin Nanch 2, another ultra-rare Australian 5-cent coin that's making headlines across the globe. Until then, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, the smallest coin can hold the biggest secret. Because here on Big Bucks Coins, we don't just talk about money, we talk about magic hidden in metal. Next up, don't mind. We're diving into this world of ultra-rare Australian 10-cent coins. The coins that look ordinary to most people, but are actually hiding mind-blowing value in today's auction markets. And we're kicking off this incredible series with something truly spectacular. The Australia 10-cent 1998 rare coin, in what experts describe as black sparkling circulated condition. This coin is not just a collector's dream, it's a legend in the making, with a jaw-dropping market value of $18,150,790 USD. Yes, that's right. A 10-cent coin now worth over $1 billion. Stay tuned, because I'll be taking you deep into its history, design, rarity, collector demand, and exactly what makes this coin so astonishingly valuable in today's market. So if you're ready to discover one of the most talked about treasures in Australian coinage, then don't move. This video will open your eyes to the hidden world of wealth that could be sitting right inside your pocket. The journey of the 1998 Australian 10-cent coin begins during an important era in Australia's modern minting history. By the late 1990s, the Royal Australian Mint had already perfected the art of precision coin production. The 10-cent piece, featuring the iconic male lyrebird on the reverse, had become one of Australia's most beloved coins not just as currency, but as a cultural symbol. The lyrebird, famous for its ability to mimic almost any sound, was designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, whose artistry continues to inspire collectors worldwide. Devlin's design symbolized creativity, resilience, and the beauty of Australia's natural wildlife. However, what sets the 1998 issue apart from other years is the unique batch that displayed a darker, almost black sparkling tone across the surface. This coloration wasn't the result of damage or poor preservation. It occurred naturally over time due to a fascinating chemical reaction between the coin's metal composition and environmental factors during circulation. Rather than reducing its value, This effect gave the coin an extraordinary visual character, an iridescent, shimmering black hue that glows subtly under light. It's this mysterious, natural beauty that turned what was once an everyday coin into one of the most sought-after rarities in Australia's numismatic world. Let's look closer at what makes the 1998 10-cent coin such a masterpiece. On one side, you have the lyrebird, its feathers beautifully detailed, with perfect symmetry and lifelike flow. Even after years in circulation, the rare, black sparkling examples maintain that deep, mesmerizing luster that collectors describe as almost magical. Flip it over, and you'll see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Raphael Macluf. In high-quality specimens, her profile remains sharp, the crown edges distinct, and the text around the rim perfectly crisp, a clear sign of exceptional striking during minting. These coins are incredibly hard to find because very few survived in such striking visual condition. The black tone, combined with sharp details, makes each coin look like a piece of art no two exactly alike. It's this combination of beauty, mystery, and rarity that skyrockets their value to record-breaking levels. Collectors around the world refer to these as black diamonds of the Australian decimal coinage era. Each one is unique, irreplaceable, and increasingly valuable with every passing year. Demand for the 1998 10-cent rare coin has exploded in recent years. Collectors in Australia, the United States, and Asia are actively hunting for these special black sparkling varieties, often paying incredible prices to secure them. In fact, in major auctions, these coins have generated intense bidding wars. The allure lies in the combination of condition and color. A coin that is both circulated and stunningly preserved, with that signature dark gleam that no mint could ever replicate intentionally. For serious numismatists, this coin represents the pinnacle of rarity, the perfect mix of history, natural toning, and cultural artistry. Even among collectors who own full sets of Australian decimal coins, very few can boast having a genuine 1,998 black, sparkling 10-cent coin. And with every auction, the buzz grows stronger. Experts predict that as awareness spreads globally, this coin could easily surpass its current record valuations and cement its place as one of the greatest modern coin discoveries ever made. So let's talk about the numbers that have everyone talking. In today's high-end collector market, the Australia 10-cent 1,998 black sparkling rare coin is valued at an unbelievable $18,150,790 USD. That figure might sound unreal, but it's backed by rising collector demand, extremely limited supply, and the growing fascination with unique, natural-toned coins. In fact, private sales between elite collectors have already approached that astronomical figure, proving just how coveted these coins have become. As the global interest in rare Australian currency continues to surge, this coin stands as a shining, or rather, sparkling black example of how something once seen as small change can become a priceless collectible. Every expert in the numismatic world agrees, coins like this one aren't just investments, they're cultural treasures, and their value only increases as time goes on. If you're lucky enough to spot a 1998 10-cent coin with that distinct black sparkle, treat it like pure gold. Never attempt to clean or polish it. Doing so could erase the natural toning that gives it its value. Handle it only by the edges, preferably with cotton gloves, and store it in a protective coin capsule. Next, have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Certification not only guarantees its authenticity but also helps protect its long-term value. And most importantly, stay active in the collector community. Watch auction trends, follow updates from numismatic experts, and keep learning. Sometimes, information is the most valuable coin you can possess because it helps you spot hidden gems others overlook. The 1,998 Australian 10-cent rare coin is more than just a collectible. It's a masterpiece of time, chemistry, and craftsmanship. From its artistic design to its mysterious black sparkle, it represents everything that makes coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding pursuit. It reminds us that even something as ordinary as a 10-cent coin can hold extraordinary value when it carries history, beauty, and rarity in perfect harmony. Its current market value, an astonishing $18,150,790 USD, proves that the world of coins is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. So next time you come across an old 10-cent piece, Don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Who knows, you might be holding the next billion-dollar treasure right there in your hand. Thank you for watching Big Bucks Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable Australian 10-cent coins ever known, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because in the next video, we'll reveal coin number 2, another ultra-rare Australian 10-cent masterpiece with an even more unbelievable story. Until then, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a story, but only a few are worth big bucks.